Hey baseball fans, welcome to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Teddy Slugger, and every week we break down the biggest stories and surprises from around Major League Baseball. This week was absolutely wild, from record-breaking home runs to injury updates and front office shakeup. There's a lot to unpack, so grab your peanuts and Cracker Jack and let's dive in. Let's kick things off with what might be the most explosive game of the season so far. Royals versus Orioles, May 4th, 2025. The Royals smashed a jaw-dropping 10 solo home runs in one game, setting a new franchise record and contributing to a league record combined 13 solo homers in the game, which means no one was on base, just a home run. No multi-run shots, no big innings, just solo home runs. Again and again and again. The Royals came into this game with only 15 home runs on the season, so they nearly matched their season total for home runs in this game alone. The home runs came from Jonathan India, Bobby Witt Jr., Vinny Pasquantino, Michael Massey, Luke Maile, and two from Michael Garcia. To put that in perspective, the average team hits 1.2 home runs per game. This game had 13 combined. Insanity. Kansas City might not be playoff bound, but this will be in their history books forever. Meanwhile, in Detroit, Riley Green did something literally no one in Major League Baseball history has done before. He hit 2 home runs in the same 9th inning. That's not just rare, that's never happened ever. Detroit was trailing, Green ties it, then boom, gives them the lead in the same inning. The Tigers have a budding star on their hands, and if you haven't been watching Riley Green closely yet, now's the time. Riley Green smashed 24 home runs last season and is already smashing them this year with 8 to go, along with his near 500 slugging percentage to start the 2025 season. Over in New York, Juan Soto is making Mets fans believe. On May 1st against the Diamondbacks, he crushed 2 massive homers in his first multi-homer game at Citi Field, which is where the New York Mets play their home games. Soto came into this game with only 3 home runs and hitting only .244. He's now up to batting .258 since this performance. He's off to the worst power hitting start of his career, but also showing the lowest strikeout rate of his career, while also still drawing walks at a ridiculous rate. It's looking like the offense is turning around, which is scary because he's already 34% better than the average player while off to a slow start by his standard. Now Soto's quickly adjusting to the Big Apple, and with Pete Alonso and Francisco Lindor healthy, this Mets offense is starting to look insanely scary. This week, we're canceling Pimp Job of the Week because I witnessed the greatest catch I've seen in my 38 years on Earth, and I have to give it the respect it deserves. We have the Boston Red Sox in Toronto. Boston's up 7-2. It's the top of the 4th inning. Jalen Duran is at the plate with a 1-2 count. Now let's see what happens. Looks like an inside, maybe sinker. Dalton Varsho trips on himself. What the hell? How the hell did he catch that? That was the craziest catch I've ever seen in my life. The fact that he can turn around and see where that ball is while trying to recover from tripping and catch it backhanded in the middle of center field, that was just insane. If you don't think so, go try that in your local park. Unfortunately, not everything this week was good news. Mike Trout is back on the injured list, this time with a left knee bone bruise. Tests show no structural damage, but this marks his 4th IL stands for injured list, in the past 2 seasons. This problem dates back to 2021. He only played 36 games in 2021 while being on the injured list for 139 days with a right calf strain. 2022, the last time he's played 100 or more games since 2019. I don't count 2020, shorted by COVID. He landed on the IL with a back injury for 35 days. In 2023, he fractured his left hamate bone, which is a hook-shaped bone in your hand and is actually a common fracture in baseball due to bat contact. He only played 82 games due to this. He returned in late August just for the Angels to shut him down for the rest of the season. Last season, Trout played only 29 games and landed on the IL for 153 days with a left meniscus tear, which he retore in his rehab game. Mike Trout has missed 382 games since 2021 with various injuries. Will other teams use the Angels' mistake of not moving Mike Trout to a less physically demanding position like right field or left field earlier in his career to avoid this issue? We've seen the same issues derail Ken Griffey Jr.'s career before this. Will Julio Rodriguez move to right? Will the Padres move Jackson Merrill? Will the Braves move Michael Harris? Especially after trying to move Ronald Acuna Jr. to try to avoid these issues. And with the Angels struggling, once again, you have to wonder what Trout's long-term future looks like. Can he stay healthy enough to continue to be the face of this franchise? Or is it time for LA to consider moving on from him as he still holds value? Let me know in the comments below what you would do with Mike Trout if you ran the Angels. Meanwhile, the Mets gave rookie pitcher Blade Tidwell his MLB debut this week against the Cardinals. And it was a rough outing. 6 earned runs in just 3 2/3 innings. To go along with the 6 runs, he allowed 9 hits and 3 walks. To me, this should not have come as a surprise, as Tidwell has had a tough time in the minors the last few seasons with a 5 ERA this season, a 4.86 ERA in 2024, and a 5.93 ERA in 2023. He's also shown some control issues this season in AAA by allowing 10 walks across 6 starts. Obviously, it's not the debut he dreamed of, but let's not write him off yet. The kid has some serious stuff, and Met fans should stay patient as he does have an above 12 strikeouts per 9 innings pitched in the minors. Everyone gets rocked at some point, even Jacob deGrom did. Finally, this is a topic that I've accidentally been talking about every week. The Texas Rangers have fired offensive coordinator Donnie Ecker. They currently rank 29th in the American League for runs scored. If you've been watching this channel, you know we've covered the Rangers' offensive struggle. This dates back even to last season where the Rangers were 18th in runs scored, 18th in home runs, 21st in batting average, 20th in on-base percentage. The Rangers replaced Ecker with Brett Boone as hitting coach. Boone played in the majors from 1992 to 2008 with the Mariners, Reds, Braves, Padres, and the Washington Nationals. Boone only had a couple notable seasons in this career. 2021 with the historic 116-win Seattle Mariners, where he hit .331 and slugged 37 home runs, finishing second in MVP voting to his teammate, also Rookie of the Year, Ichiro Suzuki. Also in 2003, still with the Mariners, hitting .294 and slugging 35 home runs. This is a bold move, especially just a couple years removed from winning the World Series. But clearly the front office sees this as a must-fix now problem, especially with not Oakland, Sacramento, the Athletics, whatever you want to call them, looking to have turned it around this season. The Seattle Mariners offense turning it around this season, and you still have the Houston Astros in the same division. But will it be enough? Only time will tell. Let's give it a month. And that wraps up this week's top MLB story. From record-shattering home runs, big injuries, and big coaching changes, this week reminded us just how electric baseball can be. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit that like button, subscribe for more weekly rundowns, and let me know in the comments which team are you watching the closest right now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week for more Diamond drama. Peace.